Our rules are simple, but the challenge is great. All dinos will be explored in this challenge, but only reasonable underdogs voted on by the community will be considered for grading. Equipped with primitive saddles, our 19 contenders will be backed by the commanding presence of a loyal Uranus providing that extra boost. Compared to the island bosses, the Manticore is cake, so the herbivores in this challenge won't be getting their own cakes to help with healing. All competitors will be going into battle with 40 base points in all their stats, no mutations, and 40 experience levels split evenly between health and melee. Competitors are required to fight the Manticore on all difficulties, starting with Gamma, then Beta, finishing with Alpha. Their success will be annotated on this scorecard with a pass-or-fail system. Clearing the Manticore on all difficulties earns them a gold boom medal. Silver is awarded for clearing Beta, bronze is for clearing Gamma, and a chunk of shit is for shit. Now let's introduce our competitor and see if they have what it takes. Dreadmare. This spooky Pegasus was released with the Fear Ascended event and comes with a plethora of abilities, my favorite being the prison wallet. You can literally shove an entire giga up your asshole and it doesn't make them drop their items or increase the weight of the Dreadmare. The Dreadmare only appears at night and has a pretty unique taming process that involves sacrifices at an altar. After applying experience levels, the Dreadmare wound up with 22,463 health and 581% melee. Now let's see if they have what it takes. The green portal is open and the underpegs are strapped on and ready to thrust into the Gamma Manticore arena. Just look at these things and tell me that they don't look like their closet has a leather gimp suit hanging up. You're a liar if you disagree. The Manticore has very low hit points compared to other bosses, but he has a lot of damage reduction at play. The Manticore also has some fairly weak attacks, with his biggest danger coming in the form of torpor dealing attacks. Luckily, the Courage Roar on your Uranus actually drains torpor at a significant rate, so as long as you tag your pegging posse with a roar occasionally, you'll never have to worry about them falling asleep. You will have to bring in some stimulants for yourself though. You don't want to know what happens when this guy knocks you out. The Manticore summons deathworms and golems for backup to no avail, because the underpegs take him down, earning a pass with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Blue portal time means beta time, and the beta Manticore is up next. I originally tried this with the same stats and saddles from the Island series, and I actually recorded 4 episodes for various creatures before I had to stop myself. I tried it with 50 base stats and 80 experience levels as well. The Manticore is just so weak. The underpegs are able to keep pace with the beta version with no issues, and even if they were slower, their ranged attacks can cover a good distance. The underpeg's Aura of Hate ability actually drains health from nearby creatures as well. It works on the deathworms and the golems in the Manticore arena, but I never saw it working against the Manticore himself. If you bring in a mix of flyers and ground units like what I have here, you'll notice that the Manticore doesn't land. Ever. Keep that in mind for when you're preparing for the fight. The Manticore's mobility can make him difficult to hit with flying creatures, and you only have 20 minutes in the arena if you're on a public server. The beta Manticore puts up a good fight, but the underpegs take him down, earning another pass with 40 seconds to go. As I walked into the Alpha Manticore arena, I smelled a familiar scent. It was a cologne, exotic, with a hint of smoke. I recognized the smell as one that I noticed when I went over to see Mama Broods early on in our relationship. She said her ex-boyfriend was an exotic man named Manny Slingsdong that got put in prison for knocking out men and women alike using his special concoction so he can have his way with them. Well, it looks like he's out on bail, and he must have smelled Mama Brood's perfume on me, Seductive Dreams. I bought it for her a while ago when they were still together, and hey, I know that's probably wrong, but you just weren't there, man. She basically approached me and said that they were separated, so I felt like I had the green light, especially when old Manny Slingsdong was handcuffed outside Mama Brood's cave. He seemed pretty angry at first when I strolled into his home, and as the timer was coming to an end, he looked at me with a straight face and asked, "How do I taste?" Honestly, the question kind of confused me for a second, and then I finally understood what he was talking about and threw up in the bushes. Unfortunately for the underpegs, they ran out of time with the fight being 20 minutes. They did kill the Alpha Manticore in the end, but it took them 31 total minutes to do so. That's a fail. Heading over to the scoreboard, the underpegs are awarded a silver boom medal. These guys have a large health pool, and yes, they're a paid creature. You'll need to passively tame them with a $5 bill on the mod store before you can use them, and I get it if you're not into that sort of thing. That's okay. This is the first episode in the Scorched Earth Underdog boss battle series, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. It took me 2 full days of testing out various ways and stats that would make this work, and well, this is what I settled with, so please let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you enjoyed it, as we have a boatload of episodes to go. The island bosses haven't seen their last challenge, since we have future episodes coming out, modded creatures, and even a few redemption episodes down the line. Members and patrons now have a server cluster to play on, so sign up and head into the Discord to get the information. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to help this community grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.